Steve Vai. Hey, offers some of the best advice a guitar player could hope to hear. All right, let's check this out because that's actually another part of the stream is I'm actually feeling confident enough that I can actually pick my guitar up and play a little bit for you guys. Can't play any songs yet, but my mind is starting to figure out things as I play and experiment. So Steve Vai says, here's why living in the now might be the best decision you could ever make as a guitarist. Educate me, my man. With his new album, guitarist, okay, explores electric guitars that define not only his new record, but the whole span of his career. Alright. Yeah, you gotta understand why it is you do what you do, so that makes sense. And that's been a topic of information I've been poking and prodding from a lot of my friends for a very long time, and they are gracious enough to teach me, and I'm very thankful. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, all you guys. Yeah. Who hasn't asked themselves, what is the meaning of my success? Am I enjoying playing the guitar? How do I connect with the world creatively? Like, that's all questions I'm asking myself now. Like, as a metal guitarist, I'm just like, man, how can or I say as a metal guitarist, as a metal drummer, I'm just like, man, I really want to open the doors on playing pretty much whatever I want to play. So that's why I'm glad I'm taking up the guitar and piano like I used to. Okay, so Vai goes on to explain and give pearls of wisdom. Alright, he says the most important thing about playing the guitar is that you are enjoying what you're doing, and it's something meaningful to you. That's cool. Okay, so you'd be surprised at how many people do not allow themselves to do this, just to enjoy what they're doing because of the conditioned thoughts, believing they should be something different. Damn, that makes a lot of sense. Comparative thinking is the thief of joy. I'm with that. Comparing is the thief of joy. Abandon all dreams of the future, Steve Vai says. Forget about it completely. Forget about the fantasies of wild success because they might happen and they might not. Just enjoy doing it. That makes perfect sense. And that actually is something that I've been focusing on with my drums lately, is just focusing on having fun. Focusing on having fun. And if you have fun first, technique and speed and clarity and all that, and the audience and all that money stuff, it'll just come on its own, honestly. So let it come. Let it come. This is a great article, actually. So abandon all dreams of the future. Forget about it completely. Just waylay your expectations and just be in the now. I can tell you if they don't happen, you'll blame yourself or somebody else or the world in general. Yeah, and then you'll never be a musician. That makes perfect sense. I can also tell you that if you do get there and you do have that success, it's not going to be enough for you, because if what you're doing right now is not enough for you to feel fulfilled, it's not going to be enough later. And that makes perfect sense. And that's something that I have been harping on a lot lately, is the who, what, and the where. Like, who am I? What do I want to be doing? What kind of impact do I want to have on the world when I leave this plane of existence? And I'm very interested in being among the great ones, and I know that I have the capability inside of me. Hell, a friend of mine who's an older fella, Army Marine, or Army vet, calls me Prince Jr., and I love that nickname. And so I'm very excited to see what the future has to hold. Yeah, it says whenever you receive an inspiration, you gotta throw yourself into it in the now and just let yourself be absorbed. That's cool, because when you're enjoying the creative process now, you're living life the right way. Yeah. And that makes sense. What you say, what happens to my future? Well, guess what happens when you live a happy life now? The future actually takes care of itself. And that's something that I've been talking about and writing about for years. That's part of the RPG Life Coach, is just, it's all about the experience. And if you really suck all of the experience out of the experience that you're having, you're going to be among the upper echelon of people. I'm telling you, you're going to be a really elite person. It's going to be a good thing. Exercise your creative ideas with no excuses. And that just, okay, so that's a fun thing. Lately, I have been doing that on the guitar. Instead of, like, as I'm playing with the mess ups, like going, every time I mess up, I stop and try to restart. No, I just let myself play. And I understand now that the natural dynamics of everything are going to just take care of themselves over time as I develop my own style and technique. And stop looking at myself going, why doesn't this look like that? It's not supposed to. It's supposed to look like this. You know, that's a very valuable piece of information. Thank you, Mr. Vai. You're awesome. That actually makes me feel a lot better, too. This means using your obstacles as an advantage. I love that. To see your challenges as an opportunity. That is a mindset. I love that, y'all. I love that. That's also part of the RPG Life Coach book. Oh, man. the Survival Always Hungry chapter. Can you see your own worthiness and embrace it? Oh man, if you can, you will enjoy being yourself. So that's something that I'm also working on lately too, is the whole, I accept my failures and I understand that I'm supposed to be exactly where I am. I'm supposed to be here. Because if I was anywhere else, it would have happened before or after, or not at all. Most likely not at all. So I'm glad that things have turned out this way, because you all, who are the most important people in my life, besides Josh and myself and my dog, you all get to see the natural evolution and progression of me going from a pleb to a master, which is what I want. Yeah, when you enjoy being yourself, you really enjoy all the creative things that you can do. So that makes sense. And that makes sense for Steve Vai to actually have ended up playing the three-necked guitar, because one's rhythm, one's lead, and another one's lead. It looks like a bass guitar, actually. And if you can do that kind of stuff, let him! Let him! So yeah, that's the end of that article, and I think that that's a really cool article. So learn to be yourself, as Robin Williams said in Aladdin. Be yourself, and the truth will shine. I'm telling you. So that's really cool. That's really good. See, I like this website. I like this website. Flipboard.com. Flipboard. Flipboard.com has some really good, really good articles.